The woods can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
I think after this one, so it was a coin toss between this and the next one and that one. So I think after this one, I'm going to play the Necromancer. That was the idea. Yeah, but it can be annoying. I need to be in the mood. Alright, I'm going to play a mage that I never play because I don't like. Let's see how it goes. No, it's because the corpse disappear, right? So there's a bit of tracking you need to do at the beginning, which is not my favorite way of playing. It gets much easier later on. But early on is a bit annoying, at least for me. But it's really fun in the end game though, like I won't deny that.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Back off.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could stream a bit earlier. I feel like there are more people earlier during the day for me, but in the evening is when I have time. But thanks for watching. That's good. Hope you're enjoying the content. This is updated, so it should be the last LaLaLand. Like the previous version. No. Alright, let's go full glass cannon early on. If I die, I can always restart. But let's go full glass cannon. I don't want to. I want to start doing bandits. Is a. If I die, it's good. I can restart. No, LaLaLand doesn't have G-Tweaks. So careful if you play Altmer. Thank you, man. Good night. I never play Altmer, Dummer Apprentice, but it's a good combo. Should be a good combo because with the teaching Azura, the strength of the spell is 30%, right? Only the damaging one, so yeah, it's not covering everything done by Apprentice. But for the damaging one, it's good. It means you get 5% stronger spells for free. And the spells cost 50% less, right? Which is pretty good. I want to go full channeler with this build, so that sucks that there is a guy there. Anyway, I want to go full channeler, so the cheaper spells are good. And I also would like to go Sirabane by the end game. So the goal of the build is to get to do Serve Cold and then switch to Sirabane with all the stones, which means I have stronger spells, a reduction in cost, and also should kind of counter the side effect of Apprentice a little bit. But because we are Apprentice, we are way more glass cannon than usual because, well, a little bit more glass cannon than usual. Because the, transmute muscles won't be so strong. So, I was debating about going not robes. But the thing is, the enchantments of robes are so good for this build. good part of going with apprentice though is that we have a fairly good regeneration. 7.8. We have a bit more than what I would usually have with this build. Oh, that's good. So, as usual, we're going to do critters until I can cast lightning bolt, and then when I have lightning bolt, we do band-aids. Same as usual. Like, the main problem for us will be that until I have mage armor, I am one hit from dying. So, like, we're going to stay away from special NPCs. No Silent Moon Camp or things like that for us. We're going standard mage. So destruction, alteration, restoration. Although restoration mostly for the wards, because the plan here is to go vampire, even if it goes Seraphim, which is a bit of a problem because it means I can do down guard while I'm vampire. But I have a plan for down guard. We may do it later on, maybe. Alternatively, if I want to go vampire, I can just stay moral. Hey, welcome. I know, in my mind, this is a Seraphim build. But I would like to have it vampire. Okay, we need to go to the stone. Go. Another. Yeah. Well, the game is trying to tell me go to Whiterun, I guess. Sure, we're not going to fight that thing. It's coming. Shit. No, okay. It's not locked on us. Good. I was worried for it. Yeah, let me lower it because I installed the last LaLaLand. Every time I install LaLaLand, I need to change again the settings of the game. It should be better now. Actually, is it better? I can lower it even more if needed. Because for me it's fine like this. Why you do this censorship? Okay, cool. Thanks. Gave me the experience? What gave me the experience? I haven't done nothing. Alright, I want to go grab the treasure map. I don't know how this will go. This can go really badly, actually, depending on what the archer does. But it would be nice to try to get okay, maybe let's come back later. I don't like this. If you have the time, if you... What? What is going on? What did... It's through directional movement. No, but shouldn't. Why running doesn't work? Okay. Why in first person running doesn't work? What is happening? Okay, this is something. If I'm pressing an arrow, left or right, shift makes me stop when I'm in first person. I can only run in front of me. I don't know why.
That's close enough. Mercy.
Give it a try, it's worth it, I promise. Yeah, something stops me when I press. Yeah, damn it. What is it? What is preventing me from running with shift? Come on. Must be a new mod. I never seen this behavior. Oh no. This can kill me though. I cannot have it that when I jump, it slows me down. This is the. What's going on here? Look at that. Why? And it's when I press shift.
What? What is it now, Mother?
So it must be a mod that has it that binds it to shift. I changed the running from alt to shift. There must be another mod somewhere.
Just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, Dragon Tree, Yaro's palace.
No. This could be. Need to ask Lala. Yeah, it's stopping me when I jump. It's going to get me killed. It's behaving weirdly. So I'm running, I jump, and it stops, and then I walk. It's also incredibly annoying. I'll check what mods have been added. I'm pretty sure it's a mod that does this. Yeah, look at that. Even even in third person. So it's something something about all the movements, not just first person. Good to know. But also for I use it for running here, right? And if you look at sprint is shift, run is alt. So if I press alt, I'm walking. So that looks correct. There must be some other mod that uses shift, has shift set, and it's colliding with you know what I've changed. Must be that. Alright, let's do some more critters. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, no, that's bad. That thing will also cross if it wants to. He's in the water. He's going to trigger. He's too close to me. Oh no. Okay. Big one. I didn't realize it was the big one. Ooh. Well, maybe let's keep some distance. Man, this is playing Mage is always so good when you fight enemies early on that have a lot of armor like this, the big guys. What? What? No, whatever. Let's do them like this, is just easier. Come on. Would be cool to do Ember Mine today and maybe Silent Moon Camp. No, not Silent Moon Camp, Artistry. To get an Op 1. Okay, 2 more skill levels and then we got lightning bolt. We're going to get lightning bolt and lightning runes. We're going to use a lot of lightning rune, I think. It's really hard, lightning rune. Alright. Alright, let's do some more critters. Also, we're going alchemy. I saw that Lala added back the Raul's mod to make the balanced weight of the ingredients. So it should be a bit easier to play an alchemist now. So we're going to play an alchemist. I want to see the difference because before, like in the previous with the previous build, it was really atrocious to play alchemist. Some ingredients were way too heavy, and in general, I was just not taking ingredients when I should have because of the weight. Okay, without food, we red flower and 9 magicka per second. Okay, this is going to be good. Early game, probably. So as I was saying before, then we are at Katosh right now, but once I do served cold, I want to go with Syrabane because for a channeled build, it's really good to have low magicka cost together with you know, damaging. And the thing about Akatosh gives you magicka regen, which is great. but I feel like I prefer to be able to keep up my channel spell more, so I think Sirabane is better. It's just that at least at the beginning, Sirabane is useless. You need, unless you go illusion, of course, which you're not. Okay, one more skill level, and then we'll put 2 perk points, and you should have a pretty strong lightning bolt. So, my reasoning for going apprentice with this build is lower cost for spells, 50%, which is massive. And we do less damage, but we still do more damage than normal mages. Because Dammer, Sirabane or Akatosh is a 30 plus 15, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 45, right? If you remove the 25 lower magnitude from Apprentice, you still get the 20% stronger spell. So we're not as strong as a Dammer Ritual or a Dammer Mage, but our spells cost way less, which is, in my opinion, the better option. So, for a channeler specifically. So, that's why we are apprentice. It is. Well, because they are X gun, and a very weird type of X gun, because like at this point it's kind of a standard in the Elder Scroll. The spells don't go where you're aiming, which is really fun. At least not always. So sometimes you're in a position where you think you hit the enemy and you don't. And this is why stuff like Ice Spear works so well, is because you don't actually have to hit the enemy, you just aim in the general direction of the enemy and they are dead. It is true for all the lightning spells in 3bftweaks, in my experience. Lightning Ray, which is the endgame spell we're going to use, it's a bit of an exception, because like all the channeled spells, you don't have to hit all the times, you can always adjust while you're casting. So. But yeah, it is hard, and sometimes it really feels like you hit them, but you didn't. Oh, by the way, one of the issues we're going to face, I cannot do Sartal because I'm not going to use fire spells even if I could access to them and they would do damage. So in order to do Sartal, we need to use shock spells. I don't know when I will be able to do with this. So we're gonna cut off the stuff and the necklace. Both really important. Alright, here we go. Apprentice. Lightning Rune, Lightning Bolt. And Elemental Expertise for 50% more damage. Let's have a look. 24 and 62. Okay, we don't do that much damage. Fair. Do I want to try Redonance Retreat already? What time is it? Right. Alright, the damage is good. Damage is good, and we can do bandits. I'm going to avoid big, like, high-level bandits. I mean, name bandits, mostly. We have the map. Whatever we do, we need to end in Riften. Yeah. Alright, we need to go get the knock. 63 alteration. So alteration 25, then restoration 30, and then destruction 50. I really would like to do Salemon Camp at some point, but I'm worried. Ron is one shot of range or melee with this build. I think even with Mage armor too, it will still be that annoying. So I need to be careful. It was a wolf. Did I hear a wolf? No. Okay. Alright. So, do I want to risk it and do halted steam already so I get a way to open locks? I think we do. Again, we just start. Worst case scenario, we start again. The damage is there, we just need to be lucky with the archers. It's all about luck with at the beginning with a mage. We could kill some critters on the way. Nah. No, let's not waste time. Let's go. Usual. Yep. Yes, we completed Gigalag. We killed. Actually, have a look. If you haven't, have a look at the fight with Mirak. I never had an easier fight against Mirak. Basically, that was the payoff of the build. After blood and sweat, but it did work really well by the end. Never had an easier Mirak. Ah. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh man, I broke the... Lala must have one of the mods of the fixes. Smart harvester. I need to check. Alright. What did I do? So let's put back restore health, I guess. I was wrong. Restore stamina. Lightning ray, here we go. Yeah, exactly. Somebody knows. Somebody knows where we're going with these, folks. Somebody knows this really well. I haven't played the Lightning Ray Mage in a while. We're going full concentration with this one. We're going to, whoops. We're going to use Wizard, RPG, and everything. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's uploaded. There is already the playlist for the build, and Miraki is the fight with Miraki is a great example of why you play GLR,
Now ain't this a surprise?
in my opinion.
Victory is yours. I submit. Might pay off my bounty this time.
I should have taken a 45 match health potion outside.
We got ourselves a hero. It's quick. Enough.
She doesn't come. What is she? What is she doing? I never killed her in one shot. Probably because she was damaged by the fire. She's a dumber. Whatever. I'm sure that there is a very good explanation that I don't understand. Let you know. But also the fight with no, not that game. Also the fight with Ossenberg was fun. The only thing with Hermanu is that he knows how to heal and heals with a very high potency. So if you don't have a lot of damage, you cannot kill Hermanu, and that's fine. When you fight, you know it, you know the drill with him. So. But Ossenberg did die like a bitch. And we did manage to tank his hit, even without parrying in one case. That was insane. Alright, we got knock. And now we can go to Embasher Mine. Let's go. Embasher Mine, then we go to Whiterun, get all the quests done in Whiterun, and then we fast travel to... Well, no, we take the cart to Riften. Alright, let's go kill the bandits here, get that treasure. And then we go towards Embasher Mine. Get the treasure on the hill. We can get the treasure at the at the outpost there. Yeah, okay, let's do all the treasure here. Yeah.
Bad time to get lost.
Of course. You know what, friend? Ooh, okay. Alright, let's put the rune down. Wait a little bit and then we trigger them. Alright, alteration 25, then I have two options. I can go. Actually, you know what? Let's not do restoration 30. We are apprentice. We don't need more magic regen, and certainly not at 30%. It won't help them much. I mean, will help a lot, but I feel like damage is the right call here. So let's go immediately destruction 50. Apprentice also affects knock 1 and 2. So I should be able to open expert locks. But like as soon as I get the spell to open, like as soon as I get the knock 2. Which is a huge difference with what we did with Ritual, where I really needed the like full buff character to cast knock 2. So, and I think I want to go enchanting again, mostly because I would like to make a set that is fully focused on spell power and destruction cost reduction. Maybe a little bit of restoration. Well, we see. Depends if I go vampire or not. I haven't decided that part yet. Alright. It's only 420. We could do White River Voyage. Be risky though. Nah. Not worth it. There is a treasure there, but I have no intention to get killed by that. No, wait, River Watch. Let's go Ember Sharmai. Come on, let's do the easy stuff first. By the way, does anybody know why my character stops to alt when I... Oh. It's not doing it anymore. Never mind. What the hell was that? I had the bug before where... Okay, never mind. Disregard what I was saying. Anyway, I want to go enchanting. I'm not... The only thing is I'm going to use the shock... That was scary. Okay. I'm going to use the shock Dragon Priest mask. Because I want to go full on shock damage, and that mask is really good. But everything else I want to self-enchant and get spell power and Magicka 2 a reduction, cost reduction for destruction. Alright, I'm gonna share mine. Let's level up. We can also do the area around the river code while we're here. Need to get used to the longer... What? My bad. That was dumb. Alright, I think I know what's going on. The key is wrong, yeah. So let's try again. This is healing. Magicka goes into B and stamina is A. Okay.
What's that? This bridge doing down.
Thought I heard something.
Sure. Why not? We just want to keep up this shit forever.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Really, really, even when he runs toward me, he keeps the shield up game. Oh, we got the rings. We got the rings. Nice. Well, suddenly I have a need of doing White River Watch again, because I guess there is the Feather Falling ring. Okay, so we got all the good mods that usually you get in LaLaLand, the quality of life mods. Nice, nice. Good. Okay, the guy's away, so we can hit this guy twice
You picked a bad time to get lost.
and kill, and nobody heard us. Good. How do I get this? Man. I'm already in love with this build. We just started, but it feels already super good and rewarding. I'm really curious to see how it goes once we start fighting enemies that are resistant to shock. Thing about the lightning is that it does a lot of damage. Even if you resist it, it still does a lot of damage. So I really want to see it compared to the wind mage we have done. If it's better, if it's the same, if it's worse. Right, 34. We have 70 shock damage. Nice. We still have some time. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the map for River Code by killing the guys up here. Then we go get the chest, we do the tower, and then we do the two guys on top of River Hood, and that should be it for the day. And then we go to Whiterun, do all the quests in Whiterun, and then Riften to get the fondue. The skooma, the moon sugar, not the skooma, sorry. What? One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With 3 beers down, the orc did frown.
Alright, let's get rid of the warriors first.
You won't leave here alive.
Get the best of me.
Good. What is she doing?
Got the best you can do.
Okay. Alright, let's get the rest here. Read the book. $55. 71 damage. Okay, good, good. The only bandit resistant to shock are, well, of course the orcs, because they're 10% more resistant to all the magic. Which, by the way, it's an amazing trait. The orcs master race. But also the Argonian. Argonians are not common, and it's only 25, so it's fine. Fire and Frost are resisted by bandits, but no, shock is not. Shock is resisted by everything else. Okay. I have a chance to get the hot fondue.
You're pathetic.
Okay, we got the hot fondue. Ring of Twin Fire, the only resistance we don't need. Alright, finally! Mage Armor 2 and Transmute Muscles, which is weaker, much weaker. I mean, not much weaker, but weaker. It's 22 instead of 25, so I don't know. What's the duration of this thing? 4 minutes. 161 because I need to get improved the mage armor. Okay, makes sense. And yeah, okay, cool.
I'm warning you, back off. You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Ooh, got scared for a moment. There isn't a way here.
Back down.
Ooh, there is a way. We found a way.
It'll be so much easier to run when you're dead.
Why? Why was running away from me? Ah, whatever. I think he got stuck. Either maybe they have the pathfinder into here, maybe. Alright, this is done. Then we do the area of Riverhood. And then we go to Whiterun. That's it for the day, right? Because it's 6:33, so yeah, it would be 7:30 when I'm done, probably. So, vampire time. The plan for the build is pure shock mage, going for lightning ray, wizard effigy, and as much cost reduction and spell power as I can, basically. The idea is to have to be able to keep up the lightning ray for a long time. That's the idea. It's a really solid build if I get later. Like, the main problem with this build is that the way I usually build it, it's a glass cannon, but to be honest, mages are always like glass cannon when I play them. Like, I go for the witch hunter sword because if I don't use that, I don't use swords. Ah, we're going to try the hemorrhagic ward there. Without the perk to see how it works. But that's the idea. So lightning ray is going to be the end game, mid game spell. I have two options for resistance for defense, or actually three options. I could go light armor, heavy armor, or robes. I decided to go robes. I'm not sure it's the right core though. Maybe for this build, heavy robes, heavy armor setup is better. Okay, let's go. The gear is robes, so it's a robe mage. The only difference from the other builds I usually do is that we're going to use the Dragon Priest mask that gives us additional shock damage. So we're going to invest in that.
How can I take a look?
Ah, dude, you could have added. What a shame. And the rest I may self-enchant because, I don't know, I don't like the generic archmage robes. They're good, but I can do better.
Halt! City's closed. Riverwood's in danger too.
Yeah, indeed.
pay whatever it takes.
Once I met one of the... You do that? As promised.
Right. Then let's talk to the yacht. Get that experience, and then we go to Reef 10.
And the 8 became 9. You walked among us, strange Talos. And the hours of God. I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the
My
meaning
lord,
of this
please.
interruption?
This
Well,
is no
that
time
is
for rash action. I just
So
think we
you're
need more
by
information
Eastman.
before-
Your relentless right, just.
Come to I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
You know, if you've got
We could feel the Grand Soldier, but I don't have anything to use it.
If you'll excuse me.
Like, I don't know what effigy I would take right
That
now.
would be best. Here. Take this.
It really depends on whether I want to go vampire or not.
Battleborn, give me your money. Alright.
No, Storm Magic. No shout. This is the Lightning Ray, Lightning Ray, Lightning Ray. This is the Lightning Ray build, we call it.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole countries full of them down south.
So, take a look.
Yes. Nice.
Maybe.
81 Magica with Apprentice Stone, not bad, not bad. I have 9 minutes. Shall we try to rush the rat away? It's not a bad idea. Let's try.
Come here.
A fight.
Is someone there?
Oh, dude, they don't have time.
Everybody.
Does this contain the new dungeon from Gold? Do you know if the last version of LaLaLand has them? The version before didn't. But given that we have the rings and everything, maybe in this version we have them. We don't have the exits on right away, so there is that. Was a mistake. It's a big fat mistake on my side. I should have killed him. Her.
This what you want, huh?
I should have cast Mage Armor.
I swear I'll kill you.
Oh, not my best performance, but we did it. Bolt. Yeah, whatever. How much? 63. So we are destruction 40. 75. This is 60 and is okay, yeah. What was that?
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Please help me. If you could give me... Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
Wait, why Matisse told me what he
Sorry
can do
about
for
the
me?
mess. Keeping this place
It
clean
is our...
quite a chore.
I got my... Look, I don't... You can't... When I meet Sarthis there, he's...
I'm off work at the Blackfriar.
Haven't scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes.
Welcome to Rift.
That unpleasant
However,
mess at Helgen's
see if you
those
can
are the
drop in.
problem.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack. Journey.
I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Anything else I want to do? Can make this stamina one, but no, it's not being. I don't remember which one. But I'm not going to use it, so I know I don't need those slots. Let's do start this. I have 1 minute of fondue. Alright, as always, we can steal up to 10 items. Our crime is 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't 7 the game is 1? I thought it was 7 for some reason. Alright. And we have 2 more skooma, 2 more moon sugar in Craig's Lane if I ever need them.
You must take the... You must bring it.
Nice. It's a shame that I don't have enough experience to get the perk in Mage Armor. That would have been nice.
The coin.
But I think we do
Come to the
somebody
right
content
place.
now.
Pull up a seat.
Well, it depends.
Got the coin? You're welcome.
Can I make
Let's
the
save
fondue?
that.
Let's start with
Come
that.
back and see us again.
This is one of the signs.
What can I get you?
Because if I
Let's
cannot
save
make the
that
fondue, we go
appetite.
in search of a fondue. Yeah, she doesn't have to.
Down your flagons filled with your
Welcome
vile
to the
liquor,
bee.
and embrace
Depends.
the teachings
Are
of
you
the hand.
thirsty, hungry, both?
Alright. Riverhood, I think they have a few. I need to modify this. Forgot about it.
One of us has to do something.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
I don't know you. You can pretend not to.
If you... the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat. If you've got... let's say that happen. Come back and see us.
Alright. 2 fondue and 1 hot.
What can I... I'll show you. Right this way. Come back and see us again.
Let's go. Let's do some bandit. I can take also the
coin. You've come to the right place. Pull
the
up a
bounty.
seat. If you've got the coin, here, take a look at this. Some of
The reverse watch. Okay, cool. Doable. Ah, bollocks. You know what? We don't go in that direction. We can go later. I don't have to fight mages. There are a few good treasures in that direction, but I don't care.
Who? Not only did they... If you have the... Here, this is all I can afford to give you as compensation.
Come on. Yes. Finally. Alright. Resistance. A little bit of resistance from range. And we should have, what, 200 armor rating, I guess. 151. Okay, okay, not bad. I thought it would be worse given that we are apprentice. 22 magicka per second. Not bad. It's always fine. It's always fun to go back to. I never play apprentice. A few times I played, I'm always surprised by how efficient it is at the beginning. Really don't want the dogs to trigger the traps. What's going on? Ow. I deserve that. I really deserve that. And I deserve also the dog. Okay. Alright, heal, get here. I mean...
You're routed! Fall back!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah, that was bad. Okay, let's go around. One minute of armor. Where? Where?
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Yeah, too far away. Fair. Okay, but the normal enemies are all done, right? Yeah. There is only him and the dog, which is not pretty good. Okay, the dog is triggered. $81 shock damage. Good. The build looks much better now. Put the rune here. Give me a second, I need to open into the cat. The door to the cat. 1 sec. Go. 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 Alright, let's get inside. Can use the wolves inside to heal. No, I'd say I'm not prepared to die. God damn it. Oh well, we are Akatosh, there is a way to restore, but man, that was dumb. Can I not absorb from outside? 2 minutes.
Is someone there?
Over here. Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh. What was that? A staff? A scroll? An arrow. Okay, I see. Oh. Wrong. All right. Let's go.
Is someone there? Ha! Found you.
Mm-hmm. No. Really? Really?
that?
Where is he? What the hell? No. Sometimes in LaLaLand the enemies run away from you. They just give up and run away. They know that you're too strong. Alright, 50 destruction. We need to level up to get the perk. I don't care necessarily to lighting shackle. Although we should be able to cast it pretty reliably with because we're apprentice. So let's see. Let's see. Next perk, we take it and see if I can cast it. If the cost in magic is not absurd. Because if you can cast that reliably, we can do basically any bandit content. No matter how big it is, you just cast it in the middle of the enemy group, including actually Reva's Watch, right? We could do that to get the ring. Oh no, it's 8% though. I don't know if on this build makes sense. I agree, but I've been a bit like the adept spells in destruction are a bit underwhelming, except one. I don't know how to explain. They cost a lot, and I guess maybe, yeah, letting shackles and ice spheres are good, but like fireball doesn't feel good to use, to be honest. Same for.
I've been looking. Looks like that's it.
All right, trust you. Let's see. 305 magicka though. That's good. Good magicka. Good spell cost. Yeah, exactly. I agree. That's a really good statement. When enemy uses it against you, especially if you are susceptible to fire, it feels like it does an insane damage. But when I use it, it doesn't feel that reliable. It is strong. If I hit the enemy, it's strong, but Ice Sphere dominates. Fireball, nah. Do we do it right now?
Those bastards. I returned from the war to find my home over... I was but to invade my... The front gate is locked, so you'll need to use the mine entrance behind us. Help will arrive soon.
Agreed.
Let's do the outside before I go inside. But also Ice Sphere has an insane range, and it covers a ton of targets at the same time. It's really good. Like, especially if you're dealing with a corridor. It's just good. I love the way it works. It's not just because it hits multiple times the target. It would be strong regardless, in my opinion. How that missed?
Pray to Stendar while you can.
Hell yeah. What the hell? Okay. That one.
Lucky hit.
Yeah, this is what I meant with shock. Sometimes it feels like you're on the target, it doesn't hit. Other times, it feels like you shouldn't. Oh, God, you scared the shit out of me, dude.
Right.
What are you doing? I almost killed him.
You think you can take me? No more. I yield. I yield.
Or something. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is situational because it's the most resistant element in the game for sure. But I found out that even against the Nords, at least it slows them down. And the problem with Lightning Shackles works. The problem with Lightning Shackles is okay, I didn't move it. The problem with Lightning Shackles is that sometimes it feels like it's not hitting the enemies around it. Like it just doesn't hit them. They are clearly there, you hit the ground or, you know, you hit one of the other companions and the spell doesn't hit them. Restoration 30. Well, let's have a look. Once I get it, we can have a look. Because I had a couple of instances where it didn't work.
No more. I yield. I yield.
Holy moly. I never had it.
You start running so I can stab you in the back.
To kill them like this. Usually it lowers their health but not kill them. This is even a dumber. How did you die to fire? Take this, take this. Yeah, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. The thing about like these shackles is that if it connects, it does so much damage. It just it shreds the enemies so well. I love it. Would have been nice to have it now, though. Whatever. All right. Oh, I didn't wait after casting my spell. No, it would have been nice now.
Who's that? Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
We are routed.
Why? Oh, because it's this one. I didn't kill him. I see. My bad. I thought it was somebody in the corridor.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Man. Shock is such a cool type of spell. Alright, that was easy. This one I can open. $129. Alright, let's have a look. Lightning shackles. What's lightning stream? Each sigil concentrates someone to summon a magic sigil at your location for long concentrating. Each sigil discharges a stream of lightning, dealing 129 damage per second in the direction you were facing. But you need to be concentrate. Lightning grasp and lightning cloak. Lightning grasp, I don't want it. Lightning cloak. I feel like I'm wasting my time taking lightning cloak. I don't have any other perk, though. Let's take lightning cloak. Any other spell really to get? All right, lightning shackles. Does more damage. Uses almost half of my magicka. Yeah. You know what? We could play a Mora build. We could play a Mora build because the additional cost is mitigated by Apprentice. So that would be a full spell power build. I don't know. I need to think about it. Bane is great. It's just that we could go full vampire with Mora. There we go. Deploy lightning shackles in one example. It's not a bad spell, but sometimes it just misses. How?
I'll skin you alive.
He's a frost mage. Okay. No.
Let's see what you've got.
Not bad. 2 shots. Not bad. Definitely on another tier. Alright, let's use this. Alright.
You won't get away. There.
Yeah, one thing the Mora could do for us is reduce the casting speed, increasing casting speed when using shock spells. Seems to be the main problem I have right now is that it takes some time to cast shock spells. Not in terrible amount, but you know, reducing that is will make this build significantly stronger, more reactive. There we go. 30 restoration, and then we go 50 alteration. I need 2 perk restoration to get additional magic regen.
Thank you. Anyway.
Trevor's watch is done. Yep. So let's do well, the other camps, right? So we can do the orcs. What's going on?
I'll show you a real fight.
Oh, nice. Through the door.
You're a fool to fight me.
Is the tower? Does anybody? Do you guys know if Lala added the dungeons back, the additional dungeons back to LaLaLand? Like the tower on the hill there. I need to check the change log. This place is a great example. You know, actually, Ice Sphere is strong not because of the dual hit. Ice Sphere is strong because it's slow. So when you have something like this bridge, you just shoot it, run away, and it takes.
My camp is nearby.
Slowly proceed against the enemy. So, like, if you have a dummer that had the ward, it will drop the ward. Nice mustaches.
It's just across the bridge and up that hill. We're close now. I can see the camp. Wait here. I'll be right back with your reward.
Please don't kill me!
Looky here. Looks like
Let's do an experiment. Yes, this is on community shaders. This is on community shaders. On top of that, there is a reshade preset. Let's try this. No, very nice. It looks really good, yeah. Especially the way the light bounces on the surface. There are some places like the Mage, the College of Winter Order looks so good with community shaders. This is PBR based, and it looks amazing, especially in the night. Well, during the whole day, actually, I don't think there is an especially part. Like, it always looks really good. I'm really happy that community shooters are finally competitive and they can be used as a replacement for EMB. Yeah. See, this is a good example. The lightning bounced.
I'll let you live this time.
You let me leave. But I didn't hit them. I don't know why this happened, but it does happen with lightning shackles. You hit an enemy, in theory, every enemy around him should be hit, but no. I'm not using the red flowers, actually I'm collecting them because I usually use them, but this build has such a good regeneration that I for once don't feel I need them. No, they're not bandits. Are they? Is that the guy that stole? So I can kill him, right? Yes. No, we cannot do a vengeance zone. It would be nice to try, but no, I don't think we can do a vengeance zone. Let's go grab the last place in Rift then, and then I don't know. I think I want to go to the college because I can get the
Kill him. A fight.
Someone do something.
What kill him? Help me, not kill him. What, dude? Dude! Shit. Are you kidding me? The guards don't help me even in this case. This seems a bit insane. Ooh.
best position. Not your best, huh?
Just die. Oh shit. This spawn for the necromancer is too close to the city. I think it should be moved away every time. The spawn, like there are two type of enemies that can spawn that basically overrun the gates of Riften, which make no sense. The only city has this problem. But you can get necromancers, you can get vampires attacking the gates, you can get almost anything, and they just overrun. There is usually one guard and the stable boys, but the stable boys get killed immediately, like in this case. I don't know, I think that spawn point should be moved. Makes no sense, it's not how a city would work anyway. This is a very good build. I like the fact that we're the way Apprentice is playing. We can always switch away from Apprentice later on. But I think for a channeler, I think Apprentice may be the right course. Yeah, no, I'm not going to give up 60% magic courage. Okay, Fragmatronak. I assume that the dungeon here doesn't exist, right? In the social online. $332 damage. Full Altmers. Alright. 26 magicka per second. How much does Lightning Shuffle cost? 56. So we recover half of the cost every second. Yeah, the dungeon here doesn't exist. Fair. We try the mage. Let's go! One shot the mage. Let's go! 30 magicka per second. All right. All right, so pretty strong right now. I think we're lacking defenses. That's the only thing missing.
What can I... Excellent. You've done us a great... It's nice to do this task for me. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good journey.
If you... the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up.
Right, one moment. What do I want to do now? Let's say that So, if I want to do the mid game, I need to get the words. We could go to Winterhold and... We get the Moragic word. Is it going to be usable? mean, usually when we get it at level 75, it has a duration of 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? So I assume that at 50 restoration, I'm still going to get a good amount, like let's say 1 minute. 1 minute of ward is a lot, and given the regeneration we have, but we are apprentice. We have a 25% less duration of the ward. I mean, we have the money. We can check. We can go and check. Simple as that, I'd say. Let's do some more bandits. Let's do some more bandits. Also, we need to cure the rock joint. 30% slower casting speed is a bit overkill. There is something weird going on with the commands. It's like sometimes my character is sliding. I don't know how to explain it. Alright. Look at that gusty speed.
What was that? Over here!
Right, let's get the apprentice lock up there, and then we go to Craig's Lane. The next perk we put it in alchemy, because we need to start doing our own balms. I feel like. We are overweight. It's 44, so 100 carry weight we have, I guess. Yeah, the tower is not there. I don't think I'll need this, but maybe I do though. Like, the casting speed we have now is abysmal. We're playing with a huge disadvantage. I'm again overweight. Dang it.
Retire so that I can get myself an island. What
Did you hit
time
something?
they in this little
Wait,
cave?
this is a surprise.
Never mind. I stand corrected. Is there something alive? The dog?
There you are.
The orc. Oh well, not anymore. More skooma, more moon sugar, and even more moon sugar. Nice. All right. Good. Quest done. We got the moon sugar. Let's keep the perk for alteration 50. We can always perk in alchemy later on, but let's keep the perk for alteration 50. Mage armor 3 is a good upgrade. Another 5% magic resist around what, 100 armor rating. Going to be around 300 armor rating, which is good. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't, it's very similar. I think the experience mod is a bit better. If I remember correctly, it applies to things that normally you don't get insights for. But yeah. Yeah, you see, that's the problem with this is the problem with again, why would it not affect there? This is the problem with these shackles right here. The only issue I will like shackles is this one. Like, I think it's the best spell in the game, except for the fact that it's, when it doesn't want to affect the enemies, it doesn't. What happened to your Jigala build? We finished the game. I killed the Mirak, one of the easiest Mirak in my entire career stream. Probably the easiest Mirak. That was humiliating. And then we also killed Otzenberg, and well, I couldn't kill El Mano, but honestly at that point it's fine. El Mano requires a lot of damage because he self-heals, right? But the Jigala build was super successful. Really successful. The point of the build was to make something that was really strong against mages, and man, it delivered. Really, if you guys haven't seen it, strongly suggest. I made a playlist. Have a look. It's a good one. The final battle with Mirak is a good one. Same for Archon. They couldn't do damage. They didn't have enough damage. And I forgot to use Dragon Skin too during the fight, so it was even could have been even worse for Mirage. At least for the first 15 seconds, I guess. The experience mod is more broad. I think the experience mod, if I remember correctly, also applies to pickpocketing and reading books. Like, there are a couple of things more, whereas Insights is chest, enemies, and that's pretty much it. But if you have the mod that automatically drinks the Insights, it's basically experience. There is no difference. Basically the same as Arpeng in terms of the way it plays out. One thing that Insights have that experience doesn't have is that Insights are split into classes, right? You have the normal Insights and the greater. The greater you can only get from certain enemies, stronger enemies. and so you're like forced to do more difficult content, which is another part I really like of 3bftweaks. You cannot just farm low level content. But I don't know, it depends on the people though, because I know some people don't like the idea of splitting the experience like 3bftweaks does, because it kind of prevents you from leveling up, like filling the gap between the let's say bandit part of the game and the mid game a little bit. It depends. I like it. I prefer it like this. I have the hard split between two classes. I like it. In the past, I exploited Requiem way too much. The approach 3bftweaks forces me to go out and fight any strong enemies and think about what I want to fight. I feel like that's the reason why 3bftweaks is so beloved by the community, by our community. This thing where you're forced to do content and you cannot just pickpocket, right? You need to actually go out and do real content. That's why it's so good. But again, not for everybody. No judgment, by the way. Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls doesn't work with the formula of 3bftweaks. 3bftweaks changes the formula. Like, this isn't how it was supposed to be. Add some Nox Grab. I played Requiem for forever. It's so good. Well, actually, I haven't played more recent Requiem, but I played a huge amount of 194, Requiem 2, and a couple more after. I started playing 3bftweaks only after seeing a couple of videos from streamers. But it took a while for me. I was really into the mindset of why do I need to work with insights and risk my life if the build is not ready. Alright, what do we take? Yeah, I always play permadeath. The reason why it's not in the title, well, I will add it in the title eventually because I keep getting this question. I always do permadeath. I just don't accept death where the death is because Skyrim decided to take some kind of bug that happens all the time. But I always play, like, if you look at all my playlists, they're all permadeath. In fact, some end sooner because I died. And the playlist is still there, but yeah, I didn't do all the content. But I don't have a mod that removes the saves. I got burned way too many times with Skyrim. I respect everybody, like people that have those mods. I can't. I can't. It's there is a place where I used to die like randomly. Are you familiar where you go the cave before Forgotten Vale? at some point you jump down the river. Basically, you need to follow the river, and then there are some spiders that attack you, right? And there is a bug there. There is a bug where, depending how you hit the fall, you're launched against the wall, and you can die. Basically, you die of fall damage. The game decides that's fall damage, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I had builds at level 50. One in particular I still remember. I wasn't streaming, but I still remember that one because holy shit, that was bad, man. I still remember because I was level very high level, ready to finish to kill Archon, and I lost the build there. Save got deleted. I was like, come on. And there are several places. There is up the hill where I'm looking right now. There is a dungeon, a farmer dungeon, that you enter from the top, and basically it's like a disposal unit made by Dwemer, right? You press the center of this thing, and the floor opens, and you're dropped down, and it's really cool. Actually, it's really cool sequence. But you have no idea how many times I died there with my builds, because when you fall down, there are some rocks, and you can hit the rocks while going down. You're not intended. The Skyrim is not supposed to make you fall exactly in the center, but there's nothing really enforcing that, right? And you can still move while in the air. So I had cases where by falling down there, I died. Before hitting before getting at the end. It was so annoying. Just one thing is if I die because, you know, a farmer kills me because I wasn't prepared, that I can accept. I'm going to delete the save every time. The other one is when I die like that. Another one is in Halfdan. There is a pool of oil in Halfdan that for some reason, if it gets hit by fire, it applies the damage twice or multiple times, something like that.
Take a look.
I think now it's fixed in this version, but it used to be there. So I had a build with 500 health being one shot by a fireball, despite me having fire resistance, because the damage got amplified. It was so stupid. So yeah, I decided it is permadeath. But you know, it's fully online, so you can see it. Like it's not like I'm hiding anything. But I'm not going to accept that there are not fair.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
I think I found a nice. Sorry, one second. Why we're going to Winter? I don't remember why I wanted to go to Winter. Was there a reason? I need to go to Winter or not Winter? Yeah. Or the traps. The string traps that when you hit them, when you hit them in a certain with certain angle, they just project you in the air.
Where you're not wanted.
Depending on the area where you are, like again, Darkfall Cave is an example. When you fall down, after that you die, but yeah, I've done nothing. No, an alternative of what I do, and I thought it for a while, is to have a number of lives that you can use. So basically, it's a permadeath, but you have 3 lives or something like that. The problem I found with using that is that then the real death, I wasn't counting them because I was able to reload the game 2 times, twice. So I decided to give up on that. But that's also a style, like especially if you're not if for people not familiar, not used to 3bftweaks, it could be a good way to get used to without you know, reload the game every time you die. You just give yourself like 5 lives and try to see where you get with that. We're only level 11 though. First person is one of the reasons why I like Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Especially Morrowind. When I was younger, much younger, so, you know, ages ago, in another human era, I really felt like it was the way to play immersive games. I really liked RPGs. No game. Bullshit. Ah, she's dead. I always valued playing first person more than third person. I kind of changed my idea after playing Souls games for a while. I do understand why people play third person. There are some type of controls that you can do with third person that maybe first person is not that easy to do. But if you play, you know, if you're playing as an RPG, I think there's nothing like first person. It feels so immersive. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, agreed, right? From time to time, it's nice to see your character in third person, right? That's what you're playing. But generally speaking, I prefer first person. Same for Fallout. I would say a blasphemy here, but I think one of the best things Bethesda has done to Fallout is to make it first person. Anyway, people love the isometric RPGs, but I think Fallout really works well in first person as an immersive game. Yeah. I didn't like Fallout 3 too much, but the part where it was in first person, game changer. Coming from Fallout 1 and 2, the story was shit, but that part, I remember thinking, man, I want Fallout but first person. And then New Vegas came out and it was everything that I wanted. So good. And despite the engine being really bad, actually. What was it called? Gamebryo? It's Gamebryo, right? Something like that. I don't remember. Something like that. The version before Creation Engine. Now, one thing that hurt me a lot was when people started comparing The Witcher 3, well, all the Witchers, to the Elder Scrolls. I remember people saying that, you know, they are basically the same genre, and they're not. They don't feel like the same game at all. And I like The Witcher. Well, I don't like it too much, but I do understand why people enjoy it. But man, it's not the same thing. It's not the same genre. Yeah, because it's a cool art style, right? I understand why people wants to play wants that style in Skyrim, but it's not for me. That's so stupid. That was stupid. I should not run when enemies are around. But also the fact that you can play, you know, you can play different characters in Skyrim, completely different, with different background and everything. It's so good. I hope these parts of the Elder Scroll never changes. If anything, I wish the new Elder Scroll had more races. I want more races, not less. I don't want a voice protagonist. I want like I want the possibility of playing different characters, interesting characters. You know, like I'm doing with my streams. One day you play an assassin, then you play a thief, then you play a mage, an archer. You know, right, with different ideology, different styles, different backgrounds. That's where the Elder Scroll wins. I think that's such a great formula. You can get the same with The Witcher. The Witcher, you are one character. You can choose how he reacts and how he experiences the Witcher, but it's not the same as here, where you can be, you know, follower of Standard, Vigilant of Standard on one side, and Vampire of Molag-Bal with another one. Shogorat on one side, Major Shogorat on one side, and Chigalag Patronak on the other. That part, that's why I like the Elder Scroll. That first person, there is nothing like that on the market. I always get very annoyed when people say this is like an Elder Scroll like game, and most of the times, no, they're not. It's blank state, but also it's a nice gimmick because the like you can think about it as, you know, the divines or some kind of entity. You don't necessarily the divines, but some entity putting you in that particular historical moment in that particular, you know, during that particular crisis. I like the idea that you are like sent by a superior force to help dealing with. You shouldn't be there, right? You are kind of an anomaly in most of the cases. They always tell you that you are not recorded or you're not part of, because you shouldn't be there, right? Something put you there. Something put you on the ship of Morrowind. Something put you in the jail and in Oblivion. Something put you in, you know, on the cart in Skyrim. And every single time the game remarks that you shouldn't be there, that you're not recorded. I love that part. Gives you this aura of mystery. Not necessarily like you're the chosen one, but clearly something happened. There is a reason why you're there. Right? It's so cool. I find it, if you think about it, like for real, the Elder Scroll is great. There are so many cool ideas to make the game. What was that? Ah, was the ice. Okay. One thing I will give to Todd his idea of the moment when you get out, like the ship, the prison, and you see the world the first time, or like the car, you see the world the first time, right? The cave in the case of Skyrim. I love that too. I will never get tired of the first time you get out and you see the world, the Elder Scrolls world. For me, it's always special. I think for me, the first time I realized it was with Oblivion, not with Morrowind. Let's do the stuff.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
Like I don't know why the jail in Oblivion got me so much. Maybe because I used to play too many good characters or something like that.
What did you do?
But I remember the first time I exited the sewers and saw Oblivion, saw the world of Oblivion, Cyrodiil. It was so cool. Just so cool.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste. The Jarl has put out a. It'd be good to. Thanks. This should come in handy. Here, let me show you.
I like the theory that the player character in Skyrim is the incarnation of Shaw. Yeah, but how do you explain what Sun tells you in the during the and after the battle with Alduin? It was referring to Shore as a separate entity from you. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just a bit of an oddity. I love the Morrowind one. I love the idea. I love the way they play with the unreliable narrator in Morrowind. It's just it's my jam. If you ask me how the kind of game I want to play is that kind of game where they tell you there is a prophecy, but there isn't really a prophecy. And Azura is not a god. Azura is.
I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
All right, let me see. Knock to 7,317. Yes. Oh, I should have disenchanted that. Damn it. Ah, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool about the Elder Scroll. This the fact that we have so many theory crafting, because the lore is so intricate that in a way you can justify a lot of these theories. Again, even what I said makes sense up to a certain point. It could be very well that you are still the incarnation and they're still talking about Shore. Doesn't have to be the same person or the same entity in the particular temporal moment. That's not how it works. I love that part of the Elder Scroll. Where is Colette? Where is Colette? Did I miss Colette? She was there? I'm in the wrong place, am I? Yeah. My bad. I haven't played Elden Ring. I wanted to wait for a good moment. I played hundreds of hours of Dark Souls 3. I burned out on Dark Souls 3 with my brother. Like, we played too much. And then when the Ring came out, I don't know, I decided to wait for a good moment, and I never got it. I need to do it. I need to find the time to play it. But I do love the lore of Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I love the way the Dark Souls 3 ends. Probably one of the coolest fights.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of
I know
study,
Gael felt
don't
good,
you?
felt right.
Don't
I don't know
you?
how to explain it.
Not to mention the So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Where is hemorrhagic word? 6,192. Is this going to be good for us? Folks, I'm going to waste money. It's fine. I just want to see it. Maybe this was dumb money spent. Let's see. Right, first of all, knock 2 is 167. I can dual cast it. Oh shit. I can, but only with all the buffs. But that's good. We can open expert locks. We are level 11 and I can open expert locks. Alright, what about hemorrhagic word? Is this going to kill me? If I dual cast, yes, and it's only 20 seconds. Well, that answered the question. I cannot use it. You can try to raise restoration a little bit, but less than 30 seconds, it's not worth it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, like, yeah. But man, the Dark Souls 3, it's really weird. And it also continues in the DLC. Like, the first DLC, I don't think it's that good, except the final fight, which is amazing, and I still think that's probably that was supposed to be the real end, the final fight, not Guile. I think Frida is the real boss of Dark Souls 3. I just think it wasn't supposed to be a separate DLC, because otherwise I don't explain it being so short. Anyway, but the second DLC, holy shit, that's good. That's so good. Like, I think nothing screams Dark Souls 3 like the second DLC of the Dark Souls, like the second DLC of Dark Souls 3. All right, what? How much we have? 30 minutes. So let's say that I want to do more bandits. We can go do this. Some bandits in this area. Do you have a preference where you would like to see the next Elder Scroll? Like which continent or region? You think it's going to be Altmer land or Brayton's land or what? They never said it, right? I am honestly curious to see where they want to go. It's not easy. There are so many good places, but if you think about it, each one has problems. I'm kind of curious to see where they go. Yeah, High Rock. High Rock is a good one. I would like Hammerfell. I love the lore of Hammerfell so much, and I think with the fall of the Empire and everything, I think it would be nice to see Hammerfell reacting, maybe raising as a nation and fighting back. Yeah, most people. Yeah. Me too. I love the lore Hammerfell. Although I would be fine also Khajiit land or Argonian land, because I like those two. So for me, like any foreign land would be great. A foreign in the sense, not Cyrodiil or Skyrim, like none of the one we have seen, and not Morrowind. I hope they don't touch Morrowind. I don't think they would be able to do justice to Morrowind at this point. So no Morrowind. So one of the continents that are like breaking with the Empire in some way, that would be cool. And they have to deal with the Talmor menace. Only thing that I don't understand is what they will be, what is remaining to be done in terms of you know, end of the world cataclysms. I'm really curious about that, what they're going with. I feel like they exhausted. I'm worried that they're going to go with Molag Bal or worse, Dagon. For some reason now the Elder Scroll guys love to use Dagon as the enemy. Three hours and 14 minutes. Usually my sessions are in between 1 hour and a half and a very high upper limit that I'm not going to disclose. But one day we managed to play 6 hours in a row. Same character. The dev team is super different. The announcement, the let go of the guy that is responsible for Khajiit and Argonian there is no way good read charitable way. This is dumb. I should not do this. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? Okay, they haven't found me. Alright, good. Whew. I was saying the guy that is responsible for the Khajiit, for instance, that there is no comeback from that. The team is for sure super different from what it used to be. Honestly, I don't care. Like, I'm fine. If the new team does you know, respect the material, it's fine. At the end of the day, Todd is still there, right? Hopefully remembers what Elder Scroll is about. I don't know anymore, guys. Todd was great. Like, Todd did a lot of good things for the Elder Scroll, so I don't know what to think about it anymore. Then, you know, then we had something like Fallout 76 and I don't know. One thing we don't know is how involved he was with it. Like, is Starfield his fault? Because the point is that, right, Starfield, is that really what Todd wanted to do? If that's what Todd wanted to do, then we are fucked. So it's over. We're never going to see the good Elder Scroll anymore. We could get some fire. So we use this against undeads. No, actually, it's on fire. I can get it from Dawnguard. I can open expert lock. Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. Only level 12. There's so many places I can go get the...
Makes potions. No, I don't have... I found the ring. Well, aren't you sweet?
Ah, for a second. Bollocks. No idea. Let me check what they have. Maybe they refreshed the inventory. Also, Carjo.
Bandits had one of them. Be careful. I miss my
tools, wares, and
Ah,
weapons.
good. That's
all
easy.
for sale at
Let me
fair
open to my
prices.
cat 1 second. Otherwise, we keep scratching the door. Come on. All right.
So men, take a look.
Did you? No, nothing. Okay, fine. Let's do the cave here, and then we go toward the. Well, we need to go to Solitude. We don't have a choice because I need to get rid of this. Why there is a mammoth here? Is he going to kill my bandits, isn't it? What are you doing, buddy? Indeed.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Nice shot. I need to buy night vision.
Huh? Someone there?
Alright, 44. Let's see. No, still 20 seconds. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to be able to use the hemorrhagic ward as a protection, so I could go and do other stuff, but no. I guess we... no. Right. That was interesting. He almost hit me. Nice. Night vision now goes is connected to alchemical lore. That's a good change. That's a very nice change. It should be vertical, but still. Yeah, that one. Maybe no one shot. The problem with saber cuts is not the one shot. The problem with saber cut is that they have like something like 25% chance to stun block you. They knock you down, and if they knock you down, you're dead. Or in almost any terrain, you're dead if they knock you down. The thing that sucks about them is that they are glitchy. They have glitchy movements, and the combination of knock you down plus glitchy movements is the worst. I don't think there is anything that comes closer to how bad it is. Yeah. I was joking the other day. I lost an alterationist to a saber cut. I didn't see the saber cut. And the other thing about saber cuts is that you cannot hear them. They are silent. Unless they are growling for some reason. But if they know where you are and they want to attack you, they do it quietly. So either you see them, or there is a 25% chance you're dead, essentially. And I was talking about this the other day. The fact that I died more to the saber cuts than Alduin and Archon together. Alright, let's go to Solitude and remove this disease. %, slower. Slowing casting is too much. Nakri would be a good choice for this build. No, but no. I decided already what I want to do. I'm not going to take Nakri. It's a bit of a personal thing, but the Blood Mage, I love the concept of the Blood Mage, but it's I think it's very weak right now. Not very, but weak, and it's very frustrating for me because I try to make it work in so many different ways, just to see it being underwhelming against the Elemental Mage or any other mage. And the problem with the Blood Mage is that you're very fragile already because you're a glass cannon, but now you're a glass cannon that uses its own blood. So I had moments where, I mean, last time I played the Blood Mage, I remember like casting a new spell. I think it was the blade, you know, the thing there, and finding out that I was low on health because I wasn't able to move anymore. I had to immediately cast healing to get back to a reasonable state, and I got lucky there. I got lucky the enemy didn't attack me, because anything would have killed me there. So for me, that's the hardest build. Has been the hardest build. Every other build, I usually manage to make them work. But also, I need to mention, I play very kind of min-max builds, at least lately. So, like, you don't see that many hybrid in this in here. So, and those are usually the ones that are more difficult to play. Another one that is difficult to play, but only the early game, is dual wielder. You start dual wielding from the very beginning. We had the city build some time ago, because you have no defense, and basically you're hoping that the enemy doesn't hit you. That one also is pretty big. That one is more like gamble sometimes. You need to play well, but there is always a chance that an enemy hits you and kills you. Alright, Nakadosh. Let's do this. Let's remove the disease. By the way, we're going to maybe try again the Blood Mage. I want to see again. We have new eyes. Maybe less expectation. There we go. Finally. Oof. Okay, our fondue is running out. Fine. Anyway, I think I'll stop here for now. Before I stop. Okay, tomorrow we try to take this and see if the hemorrhagic ward is twice as long. Because if it is, then maybe it's not that bad. Anyway, folks, we're doing pretty well. Shock Mage, as always, against bandits is like one of the strongest builds. We one-shot things back, left and right, at very few difficult moments. So tomorrow we continue. Ideally, we need to find a way to enter the mid-game. With the damage is already there, we need to find a way to deal with the resistances. So we have no resistances right now. We'll see. Maybe we start with Vangeance though. Thanks to you. Thanks for everyone. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.